Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveller. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how ways lead on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Jonathan, I caught a Charizard.
Hey, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Ethan.
We're here to review the new comedy, Hunt for the Wilderpeople.
Boy, Jonathan, I really like this movie. You and I just saw this, and I can't stop smiling because I'm thinking about it, and I really like this movie.
This movie is really something special. When I walked out of the theater, I had a smile on my face like I hadn't had in a really long time walking out of the movie.
Exact same.
And this is just a really heartfelt tale between, it's kind of a coming-of-age story.
Sorta, yeah.
As well as about finding yourself, and just a really all-around, is it a really family adventure? It kind of wants to be, but it's not.
It's almost in the way that...
it's almost like if Hot Fuzz was a family adventure.
Kinda, but almost in the way that older movies used to have a lot more, I don't want to say inappropriate content, but we're still rated PG.
Yeah.
That's kind of like this, for modern age.
So I think the first thing about this movie, right off the bat, jump into it, it's basically about this kid who is going to be sent to juvenile prison.
Right.
And he has the choice to either do that or try to go to a surrogate home and behave himself and kind of integrate into society that way.
Right.
But when that doesn't work out, him and his uncle, which is Sam Neill, by the way, have to run from the authorities through the vast forest of New Zealand.
It's actually not a forest, it's a bush.
Bush, New Zealand. New Zealand references. Right. Oh my god.
I'm glad you made reference of New Zealand, because boy, you can tell this is in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's beautifully shot.
I mentioned to him, the director, Taika Waititi, the upcoming director of Thor Ragnarok, which I'm very excited for, just does an amazing job of capturing just the huge scope and landscape of this beautiful place.
For something, I don't really think this had a huge budget either, but you just really felt like this was bigger than some of the movies that really were trying to be big.
Yeah, like it's just massive, this movie, really.
Now, the first thing, I think this is definitely the best part of the movie, is the chemistry between Julian Dennison and Sam Neill.
Absolutely.
Julian Dennison is the kid who has a choice to either go with these people or go to juvie.
Right.
And he kind of plays this rebellious fat kid who...
You have to mention he's fat.
Yeah, the movie plays off it so well.
It does, yeah, you're right.
But he doesn't care about society. All he wants to do is
He wants to be a gangster and a menace.
And just be that cool kid. And Sam Neill is just... He's kind of a recluse.
He's just this grumpy old man.
And I never thought that grumpy old men could be this entertaining. I love Sam Neill.
Just the idea of putting these two characters out in this scenario of go out into the wilderness. That's just plain entertainment. It's just fun to watch, really.
Right. Also, the chemistry between the two kind of antagonists in the movie.
Yeah. Some of the police force, the New Zealand police force.
The police and then the foster care management person.
Right. They have
after them.
They have some good bits in there as well.
Also, this movie has some really cool music. It's interesting. It's kind of synthy.
Yeah. You notice it most really when you're getting those big sweeping shots of the landscape and the beautiful mountains and all that. You can hear the little synth in the background. And it's nice, it's not too heavy. You're not going to get this big action score. But it's something nice. It's something small. And it's really nice, really.
Now, how we mentioned earlier, there was a film, The Infiltrator, that we really didn't feel passionate about.
Right.
It was really good as a film, but just when it all added up together, like Ethan said, it just didn't
click.
It didn't click.
Right.
This is something that really clicked home to me. Like, this was something special. I hadn't felt this way walking out of a movie in a long time.
I don't know what it was. Something they did something right here. It was just how pure these jokes were, how pure the characters were, how easily relatable they were.
It was just a beautiful and masterfully told story.
Yeah, I mean, even then, it's not the most complex of stories. It's just two people running away from the authorities.
And just made for really one entertaining movie that just fleshes out what it means to be human and what it means to be adventurous and get out of your comfort zone.
I loved it. I did.
So Ethan, all in all, what are you going to give Hunt for the Wilderpeople?
I really enjoyed Hunt for the Wilderpeople. I love Taika Waititi's direction. He directed What We Do in the Shadows, the upcoming Thor Ragnarok, which I'm really excited for now. I laughed so hard in this movie. I loved all the characters. Even when you see it, Chapter 10, that action scene is pretty incredible. I couldn't stop smiling while watching this movie, so that's why I'm going to give Hunt for the Wilderpeople a 5 out of 5. I loved it, really. I loved it.
I love this movie. Like I said, it's just a wonderfully told story with so much heart, and it just forces you to love it, whether you like it or not.
Can't not love it.
It's just a fantastic film. Julian Dennison gave a really great performance. I'm not sure if he's been in anything
Never
before,
heard of him before.
but he's great. Sam Neill, great to see him back in action.
Yeah.
Shows that he's still got a little bit left in the tank. He did a fantastic job. And just overall, this movie was just shot so beautifully. It's just a wonderful film. That's the best I can describe it. It's a wonderful film.
It's so nice.
It makes you feel so good. And I'm glad to say that Hunt for the Wilderpeople is the best movie of 2016.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Which is why I'm also going to give this movie a 5 out of 5.
Bam, that's 10 whole stars right there for Taika Waititi.
Speaking of which, 10 out of 10 also has 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Would you look at that?
So guys, how'd you like the review? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our awesome channel. You can also buy our merchandise at cafepress.com/stubmasters. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Ethan.
Have a great day.